Good evening and welcome to another Football League Adventures podcast. We are covering League Two, and for anybody that has spun out, yes, I've done the introduction, and it wasn't him for once. So here we go. So we're discussing League Two from the weekend. So we're going to go through game of the day, team performance, player of the weekend, and then cover a little bit about upcoming. So I'm going to start with you this time. Who was your game of the day?
My game of the day, I've got to say, it feels weird being first and not doing the intro. I've got to say, game of the day would be Chesterfield.
Oh, they're absolutely stuffed Crew.
Yeah.
Absolutely stuffed them.
Absolutely smashing Crew 5-0 and away as well. I mean, to lose 5-0 alone is bad, but to do it at home, it's even worse. So I got to say as well, that's probably my team performance and game of the day.
Yeah, I'd go with team performance. To be fair, that was mine. Yeah, you very rarely win 5-0 in any game of football, but to win 5-0 away from home comprehensively is a good as well.
Yeah, exactly that. So yeah, play performance. Do you know, to be honest, I'm still learning the players in League Two. I need to look into it a bit more and who I think is going to be a standout player. So I can't really give you that yet. But actually, no, I can actually. I've got to say, the player that's putting in performances is Billy Sharp. He's not scoring, but he's there to cause trouble for Doncaster in games, and he did it again at the weekend. His name was mentioned a couple of times on the Football League show, and it's good at his age to see that he's still playing, and he's bringing something to Doncaster, and he's just there to cause trouble, which is good. So, game of the day and team performance: Chesterfield. Player, Billy Sharp. I've got to say for me.
That's fair. I definitely agree with, as I said, for team performance. As I said, you don't go and win 5-0 away from home and not put in a performance that's worthy of winning that mantle. But my game of the day is Grimsby Cheltenham. Grimsby were 2 up, and the old adage 2-0 up and cruising. Conceded an 82nd minute equaliser, and then scored in the 93rd minute to win the game. I'm sorry, doesn't matter what league you're in, that's what you want when you go watch your football on a Saturday afternoon. You want to be entertained. You want to go see a spectacle, and that's it for me.
Yeah.
In a game that I feel like Grimsby probably felt they should have done, 2-0, they thought it was probably done and dusted. It's a game they would have been expecting to, at that point to win.
Yeah.
Made life difficult for themselves. It's what you want. Sitting in the terraces, that's what you go home happy at that point.
Oh, good, yeah. I think a lot of clubs do it there. They go 2 up, they sit back, they relax.
Seen it a lot actually across the entire footballing kind of weekend. Sheffield United did it 2 up at QPR,
especially QPR down to 10 men, and they just sat back and relaxed.
Yeah, Mansfield Burton was the same. It was somebody was I think Mansfield were 2-0 up in that one, and then here again. So I don't know if it's a pattern to do with the way that teams set themselves up. They're not able to kind of see games out.
Yeah, I think you do get that. You do get that problem. Some managers, the way they put their team out and that sort of thing. It's sort of let's go 2 up, and then let's sit back. You got to kill the game off. You've got to push for a third goal. I think you get 3 goals. You're there if you've got the team in defence that can hold on to that 3-goal lead. I mean, we saw it in the Championship. It doesn't always work.
See it across just football in general. Teams, they go 2 up, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, shoulders back, I'm done now. Yeah. Kind of lean back and just sit further and further and deeper and deeper.
Yeah. Did you just click them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just your whole back and chest just click. Yeah. That made me feel sick. But I hate that sort of stuff.
Curving my spine, it's an occupational hazard.
Yeah. Gives me shivers. My daughter does it. She kicks her back, her neck, everything. Poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes, Dad, look. I'm like, what? She's like, no, kid, stop. But keep telling her she get arthritis.
It's not actually true. It's not actually true, but
But you just scare her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll give that as both games we spoke about. I think pretty good games for the weekend.
Player of the weekend, Jonathan Downs for injury, scored there.
Smashing in the winner.
Yeah. Well, he opened the scoring for him as well. You see, so.
Oh well, yeah, two on the day. You've got to give him the player of the day.
I did want to touch on though, MK Dons who appear to have carried their really poor form from the end of last season into this one.
Yeah, it's 2 losses from 2.
Yeah,
second from bottom in the league, only because of goal difference. Obviously, new ownership as well.
Yeah, so has that sale been officially ratified now?
Yeah, Winkleman's out.
Which will make a lot of their supporters quite happy, I think.
Yeah, and I reckon you might see the stadium starting to get a little bit fuller. Won't be a sellout.
I don't think that'll happen until the team start putting in some performances realistically. Because they've got new owners, so Winkleman's out, but they've still got to kind of give the fans a reason to come back to the stadium. They weren't the best supported team at the best of times. Even when they were in League One and when they had like young superstar like when Dali Ali was there, they weren't clearing more than about 10 or 11,000.
No.
Beforehand, so I can't genuinely remember a time when their ground has been legitimately sold out.
Did they ever get promoted to the Championship for a season?
I don't think they were promoted. I think when they took over, when Wimbledon became MK Dons,
they went into.
They were in the. I don't know if it was called the Championship Division 1 at that point, but they were in that division because they took over after they came out after Wimbledon got relegated. So they have been in that division, but I don't think they've been there for a very long time.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't remember them being promoted.
No.
I think they've been a perennial kind of League One, League Two club for a while now, and they only, as I said, they're only in the Championship Division 1.
No,
because
I don't.
Got relegated.
Just because they got new owners, I don't see
it changing.
It changing much, and money be pumped in, but it'll be in other areas of the club.
They're not. I still don't think they're in danger of being relegated as such, but they're going to be a bottom half team.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
I think. I know the season's only 2 games old and whatnot, but this form and the way that they're performing carries on from last season.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, and the adage is you don't become a bad club overnight. Well, they kind of have.
Yeah, I mean AFC Wimbledon fans have got to be loving it.
Yeah, they haven't started particularly great.
They started 1 win, 1 loss.
Yeah, they've not been particularly great either at the start of this season.
No, so we'll see what happens there.
Salford your Salford predictions making you right at the moment, and they're a draw and a loss
1 point
this season.
2.
And they've not played particularly well by all accounts either.
No,
they really haven't.
I think. I mean, I said they'd be relegated, but then you realise there's only 2 teams that go down.
Yeah.
So they've got to become really shocking to the teams that are already there.
Don't try and backtrack now.
I'm not backtracking.
No, don't try and backtrack now.
I'm not.
That's set in stone, mate.
But I think, they've got to become bad.
Yeah.
Because MK Dons aren't going to get relegated.
No,
they'll come out of that.
They'll eventually climb up the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the question is how long does it take them to find the form?
Yeah.
Because the hangover from being stuck in the playoffs is definitely there.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. Didn't sink well with them.
No. Also, kind of want to call out Walsall 4 past Swindon.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah.
Almost, running with Chesterfield at one point.
Yeah.
Team performance of the weekend.
Yeah, these clubs' home form, it's not looking good for them, is it, at the minute?
Well, no, home is supposed to be your fortress, and we're seeing a lot of. I mean, going through the results of the division, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 away wins, which is you want to make especially because you playing in front of your own fans, you want to make that your fortress, and I've seen it across all the divisions actually. Away teams are now picking it. It's getting closer to kind of 50% win ratio for away teams, where for a long time it was kind of like 25 to 30%.
Yeah, exactly.
So other results to kind of pick out: Bromley first game at home, when it beat AFC Wimbledon 2-0. Carlisle and Barrow 1-0. I mean, Atkinson and Harrogate also 3-3 was a
Clinton Stanley.
Who
are they?
Was also a contender for me for game of the weekend.
3-3.
It did have the 93rd minute winner.
Winner
to a draw, sorry. And they were again, but you know, the big old games down
there. Yeah. So again, that is your League Two review of the weekend.
Just looking at forward ahead for some fixtures. Crewe Swindon.
Crewe Swindon. Oh, could be interesting.
That could be very interesting. And that's one for you there, mate. Chesterfield, Salford.
Chesterfield is smashing.
Well, the way Chesterfield are playing, possibly, but did Salford have a little surprise up their sleeve?
No, Salford. They're sacking their manager next week.
No, I'd give it till the end of October.
Give it to give it till Christmas.
If Salford don't start performing, they won't be there come October. I can agree with that, but they'll be fine for now. I think that's my that's my League Two game of the day. To be fair,
but
Chesterfield, Chesterfield, and you've got Doncaster and Morecambe.
Yeah, I think that'd be a scrappy game. I think.
To do your point, MK Dons are home this weekend. So we'll see kind of if if the new ownership then really kind of bikes that. It's always good if you've got new ownership coming in that once you take over, you're like first game after his home game. Yeah, because that allows you to really kind of galvanise and bring that support in.
Yeah, exactly. So see how that goes, and we'll come back Monday and get the recording done and get it out to you for Friday.
Be interesting to see, but League Two is definitely shaping up to be quite an exciting, interesting season. Because there are teams that are struggling right now that haven't started very well that we were definitely expecting to be up there.
Absolutely. But so that is the League Two review from the weekend. And obviously, where am I going this week?
I don't know. Where are you going this week?
I'm going to Barton.
Yeah,
I'm going non-league.
You're going non-league.
Barton v Southend.
I mean, Southend used to be a
big team. They've had their problems.
It should be quite a good fixture.
Yeah, down to the Hive.
Yes.
First time. So we'll see how that looks. But yeah, I'm off to a bit of non-league football this week. I reckon it's going to be 0-0. So my streak could come to an end.
You say that every week now. Every game you said you've been to, you said it was going to be 0-0. You said QPR and West Brom was going to be 0-0, and I'm just like,
no, 3-2.
Crawley, you said was going to be.
Crawley said 0-0.
Yeah, Crawley said 0-0.
Charlton was going to be 0-0. That was very close to being 0-0.
Yeah, it really was, to be fair.
I think that was just a hit and hope, pulled out of nowhere. So glad they did though. But yeah, I'm going to say 0-0.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and watch Barton put 3 past Southend.
I mean, it's not beyond the realms of probability. I don't see it somehow. Of all the games so far that you've been to at the start of this season, it's definitely the one that has 0-0 written all over it.
Yeah, it has the
potential. I thought there was going to be goals at Charlton Orient.
I did as well.
Mainly because I picked Orient to come down. Might be going there soon. Pray for me. But I didn't. This one has got 0-0 literally written all over it. I think.
Yeah,
I think this might. But of all your predictions that your streak is ending, I think this is the one where it will probably happen.
You will see tears. I will be a shivering, quivering mess in a corner of a stadium somewhere.
Yeah.
Rocking back and forth.
Look forward to seeing that. Well, while you're rocking and crying somewhere in the back of the stadium, I am myself going to start getting out and about and going to record some games on my own without this man.
God.
He's been badgering me for weeks, so I'll be out there. I'll be at the Carabao Cup on Tuesday for Brighton Crawley. First time they played with proximity. First time they played each other in a competitive game. Not only knows how long.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting at home watching it. I ain't doing the Brighton travel.
No, I live down the road. It's fine for me. So I will be there, and I will also be somewhere between Lake Orient, Worthing, or Whitehawk weekend of the September. Just haven't decided yet.
That's a somewhere between.
It's just a triangle of some form. It'd be somewhere, but I'll make a decision at that point. I might leave everybody guessing, and
just turn up at a game.
I'll just turn up at a game, and you can see it when the vlog goes live.
Let me know if it's all in. I might have to phone the club.
What? So they don't let me in, because I picked them.
No, so let you in, but then see how much it is to get your name on the
oh, don't do that.
The video screen. Like, this man said you're going down. He's in the crowd somewhere.
To get home.
Find him and I'll pay you 50 quid. You've got to have a photo and put it on Twitter.
It's a bit moody. No, I'm definitely not saying where I'm going. I will leave that as a surprise now. He's going to stitch me up. Get out about my own, and he's already trying to stitch me up. How is that fair?
I know. But we're going to leave it there, guys and girls. And until next time, please like, subscribe, just share the hell out of my channel. Get me to 2,000. Get me monetized. 4,000 watch hours. We're nearly there. Do it.